Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Center College Esports. I'm here with my good friend 2008 Honda Civic, and Center College is kicking off their game against Kennesaw State University today, who is a powerhouse to say the least. Their squad is headlined by Kronovi, and you may know that name. It might be familiar. He is the pinnacle of, let's just say, Rocket League stardom. Previously, the greatest player in the world. Unanimously from about 2016 to 2017, 2018 range. And he's still at it. At the age of 28, he's returned to the collegiate level to take on the best of the best, including Center College today. And he's joined by Dylan and TNT on his squad. And Center College is not set up to win this one, but they're going to do their best to try and match the energy that KSU brings to the table. Center is really rallied around the challenge of their new league this season and has maintained a decent level of play, but they're up against the big dogs now, and Dylan takes a first goal for KSU in this series. As usual, it's first to three, best of five basically, but it's going to be a tall task for Center to hold on today. However, I was just talking to Sush and Adam and Eddie before this one, Deroxy, AC Kess, and Sush, and they were all saying, they're ready for this. They're excited to get to test their knowledge and ability against someone as famous as Kronovi, as someone with that much notoriety and prestige to their name. And so far, Center's defense has actually looked pretty good in the first minute. They're responding to shots well. Oh, another one slips through from Dylan. But beyond that, Center's been caught on the defensive, but is really doing well at navigating and rotating through the goal, making sure they're able to challenge 50s, but also make some progress on the line. And honestly, with the level that KSU is at, it would just be nice to get a few goals on the board. Say you dropped one on Kronovi's head once or twice, because not every day you get to be able to do that. Droxy's working the ball up the left side. Center had a nice center there, but KSU regains possession. We'll do Center some good here to take one off the margin of goal differential. And AC Kess has the ball and open the field. Nice play to Deroxy. He's going to take it off the left wall. Has a little bit more boost to drop in front, but no follow-up there from Sush. A nice 50 from AC Kess. Sush follows it up. Dylan with a nice save. KSU on the back foot right now, just a little bit, but Dylan's working the ball up. Center talking amongst each other. Great comms, great passing play so far, really matching the tempo that KSU wants to play with. But the ball's through, and Sush has to make a clutch save over the top of the net, which he does with ease. And now he's working the ball up the right side. Matched by Kronovi, the man, the myth, the legend. Walks one in, but no, AC Kess with a good save. Dylan now working the ball in. TNT making a move, trying to blow up the goal, but not quite that time. Sush matches him, makes a nice move past Kronovi. Kronovi bumps him in response, and now it's just being knocked around in open play in the midfield. Kronovi clearing the ball to the right side, looks for a redirect off TNT's pass, but doesn't quite find it. Now the ball returns to Center, who now has really seemed to have captured the rhythm of this match, showing KSU that this wasn't just going to be an easy feat to take him out. And Center's in the playoff hunt. They really want to make their mark. Oh, a nice goal from Sush! Sush just drops one on Kronovi. Dylan got beat to the ball. Sush got on top and knocked one off the ceiling. Kronovi couldn't quite crawl to it. It's not every day you get to say you just scored a goal on one of the greatest players in Rocket League history. And Kronovi is the pinnacle of that. You cannot say it enough. He's an inspiration for many Rocket League players growing up in the almost decade that this game has been out. He's been a professional since day one. He's probably earned a lot more than money than pretty much any other pro out there. And so, yeah, it's pretty special to be in a face-off against him today. As AC Kess makes the 50 against Kronovi, and Sush now clears it to back his friend up. TNT, though, oh, wow. That was beautiful. Off the backboard. A nice double tap over Deroxy. This was clean. Deroxy almost in perfect position to knock it away, but it just got pinched in by TNT. And Center, once again now at a 2-goal deficit with 90 seconds to play, but that's nothing that they haven't come back from before. And if anything, a one-game deficit in the total series is not anything to complain about. Just getting our bearings in the match. Cronovi now up on the ceiling, tries to drop one in, but AC Kess with a good save. KSU's really working the ball along the goal line now, trying to find a way to just get it to slip past. Dylan almost with a beautiful double tap at TNT. Finds his way in front of the net to knock that one down and in. Great synergy there from KSU to occupy the defensive resources of center. And now it's a 3-goal game with a minute to play. KSU is the top-ranked team in the conference. That's worth noting. And center sitting in the middle of the pack, but with something to prove. KSU is, obviously, like we've said, noteworthy because of Cronovi, but Dylan and TNT are no slouches themselves. Highest rank in the game, top 500 players. So center's really up in arms against the best of the best. TNT working the ball on his own, tries to take on all 3 center players and almost finds a goal out of it. But now is working the ball off the ceiling, knocking it back to the middle, but Dylan isn't quite there. Center tracking forward now, trying to find a way to slip the ball through. And Roxy's going to meet it here on the midfield line, but no. Now it's going to the backboard. And KSU might have an open net play here, but Cronovi isn't quite able to get a double tap. Dylan looking real creative here. Knocking it down to TNT, who finds it on the, whoa. A little maestro pass right there. Subverting the expectations. And TNT turtling his way to kind of finesse goal. Bottom right corner. Now, 10 seconds to play. Center's going to have to regroup and find themselves a victory in the second game of the series. But they almost tucked one in right there. Cronovi forced to make a beautiful defensive play. An ode to his old friend Cuxer with the pinch there at the end. And center's now trying to keep the ball up. Just making something happen before the bell rings. And Roxy almost finds a shot down into the middle. Center definitely holding their own there against the best of the best. It was 5-1, but it was a bit closer in the midfield than the scoreline says. I think they're off to a great start. Forcing Cronovi to 0 goals. That's big. And center saving most of what KSU had to offer that game. Now, game 2, KSU versus Center College. Can they make a dent in the perfect season that KSU has had so far? No match losses yet. A nice early save from Deroxy, but the momentum is clearly in KSU's favor at the moment. Sush and Deroxy communicating as the ball runs up the wall. Center trying to find a way through to back the net. Things are looking a little bit more in control as the Colonels wrap up the first 30 seconds of this second round, but Kennesaw is not making it easy. The goal opportunity here for Cronovi, but a nice save from Sush on the goal line. Bodies flying back and forth. Potential chance here now for TNT. Ball's up in the air, AC Kess matching it above the goal. Roxy's clearing it across the line above the crossbar. Now is taking a handle on it in the back corner. Some nice back and forth play from center here and making nothing easy, no solo plays for KSU. They have to work with each other to get through that Colonel defense. Now Dylan's in the middle with a nice shot from the midfield, tucked down, but Sush knocks it to the side just in time. Cronovi almost had his first goal of the series. Lots of pressure from AC Kess, followed up by Deroxy. Potential goal from Sush, but he can't quite find the ball. It's a lot more of an even match than Center led themselves to believe pre-game. I think they were walking into this one thinking it would be a wash, but there's a real chance here to put down an upset that no one saw coming. And you never know. It's possible that KSU got a little complacent going into this one, but it's far from over. The series has just begun. So Center's really trying to do all they can to hang right with them. A nice 50 from Sush. Dylanson flying. AC Kess open net. Cronovi with a great save on the goal line. But Center now finding the gaps, making a dent in the seemingly impenetrable KSU defense. Kernovi now in the open field, finding TNT, but no, there's no redirect to be found. Deroxy looking for a shot of his own. Almost finds Dylan caught off guard, but is then demoed by TNT. And now things are really picking up. The pace seems to be elevating as this second round goes on, and we're halfway through the game. Sush now has a nice opportunity on the left side, and a decent 50 that sends Kernovi right by the ball. Things are back and forth, that's for sure. 0 goals still, halfway through this second round, and a nice save from Sush. KSU is down a man now. It's a 3-on-2 for center these next few seconds. Sush just barely misses the flake over TNT, and now 2 demos from Eddie. Deroxy doing his part to assist his teammates as center moves the ball forward, but both KSU players have returned now and are positioned to do well away with that ball. A nice 50 from AC Cast. Center still doing well against this KSU team, this undefeated legion and master group of the conference. Ball's flying high and far for a lot of this round so far, but every time it's matched with some equal defensive prowess. All 3 center players following this one up the field. Kernovi manages to clear it away to Dylan. And now KSU is working well with it. Only 90 seconds to play. Still goalless for both teams here. It's real close. Center surprising even themselves with their level of play thus far. Nice 50 from AC Kesson. He's got boost. Sush does not, neither does Deroxy. It might be a solo defensive effort. The ball runs middle, a nice save there from Sush. Just a minute left now. Tensions building for both teams. A beautiful bump from Sush when he realizes he can't get the 50. Great level-headed thinking on the fly. And more 50s being met here in the midfield. Deroxy knocks the ball through. Center's got 50 seconds here to make something happen and take a game off of the elusive and illustrious KSU. Kernovi looking for a redirect off the back of his car. Can't quite find it. And a nice save from Deroxy to stop Dylan. And now the seconds are still ticking away. 0-0 scoreless in game 2. And Dylan finds a nice ball that goes a bit too high. And now TNT left of the shot on goal as 2 center defenders run by. Center still has 30 seconds to make something happen here. It's just a 1-goal deficit. But as you can see, Sush not quite there to stop Dylan's approach to the ball. Now they're still much more evenly matched than expected. Center holding strong against KSU's abilities. And now they might be wasting some time, taking the ball up slowly. Center's got to make it go quick with some aggression in these final seconds. They've got nothing to lose. They could always reverse sweep as well. This is not the be-all, end-all. So a lot to be said for Center's level of play thus far. But KSU is not making it easy. TNT's up, trying to make something happen in the final seconds. Center's got to get something going. 3 seconds to go. And now it's up to them to keep the ball up in the air. KSU knocks it down, and now we've got a 2-0 series in favor of the Kennesaw State Owls. Center with only 1 shot in that second game compared to Kennesaw State's 9. And unfortunately, they're going to have to probably pick it up if they want to get a few goals through. But there's still more Rocket League to be played. It's worth saying that if Kennesaw State wins this round, the match concludes with a 3-0 in their favor. Deroxy now, as the game begins, looking for a quick opportunity. Almost gets it through TNT, and it's followed up by AC Kess, who again is denied. Center finding some real chances in the opening seconds of this third game. Oh my goodness, a bullet from Dylan. Finds its way to TNT, who follows up with a beautiful shot. Moving fast off the front left of the car. And Deroxy just doesn't have time to respond. But Center, they've got 4.5 minutes to make up ground and match these efforts from the Owls in the third game. Dylan finding another shot, but Deroxy saves well, and Center has to retake control of the momentum if they want a chance at extending this series. Kernovi has been doing a great job at kind of facilitating for his teammates. I think he knows his name attracts a lot of resources and attention from the defense, but he's been setting his teammates up well and letting them do the driving. Center playing a lot in their defensive half right now. Roxy forced awkwardly to take on this ball, which Sush is covering for. Nice save from AC Kess. Center looking composed now on the goal line, but KSU might be about to slip one through, and that's the first goal for Kenobi in this series. It's Kennesaw State now up 2. Center still looking promising in their approach to this match. There's still some time left to be had. They need to just get one through and go from there. Oh, another quick goal from Kenobi. Off the right side wall, he taps one in. And it's just missed by Sush on its way in. So now Center needs to get about one goal every 60 seconds here to send it to overtime at least and keep their match going. Kennesaw State is really not holding back now, it seems, and the momentum is in their favor. 2 round wins behind their belt. They have full control. A mutual demo there from TNT and Sush, and now the ball is moving a little quicker back towards the KSU net. Kenobi now working some solo play in, looking for a hat trick here potentially, and he almost taps it in now. Beautiful dribble. And Sush on the ball. A nice demo from Sush opens up a 3-on-2 for the Colonels. AC Kess tries to turn the ball back, but it's an unlucky 50, and Dylan knocks one in. Now with 3 minutes to play, the Colonels have to make up a 4-goal deficit. It seems that after the momentum of the second game, going for Kennesaw, this third one has looked a little rougher for Center, but it's not all over. But it certainly seemed that that goal in the dying seconds of the last round was pretty important for deciding the outcome of this total match. AC Kess working with the ball in the air, though, proving that it's not all over yet. A nice demo from TNT. Tries to get a shot through to Roxy, but Kenobi saves. Kirby now working the ball solo again. He's got a flip reset. Almost knocks the ball in, but Sush is there to cover. And now a nice redirect from Roxy that's met by TNT in the midfield. But AC Kess there again to make forward progress for Center. And now the ball's headed back towards the Colonel's goal. Eddie, a beautiful pinch off the ground, and AC Kess is almost there to follow. Time ticking, second by second for Center, though, and they've got to get scoring if they want to extend the series. Boost running out for Center College. AC Kess finds a nice hit towards the middle, but it's blocked by TNT. Kennesaw State beginning to prove why they're the #1 ranked team in the conference. Showing that once they've got the momentum, they're not going to let it go. Kenobi's working the ball in. Can't quite find it there, but he has more to work with in the air, and the ball's going slowly into the back of the net. It's a hat trick for the pro and a 5-0 lead for his team. This deficit is starting to look insurmountable for the Colonels, and they might be facing a sweep unless the Cinderella story begins to write itself. Oh, a goal from Sush in the bottom middle. Kenobi whiffs the ball, perhaps trying to play with Center's feelings just a little bit, and he essentially passes it right to the aspiring star. Sush drops one in on Kenobi, just as Center did in Game 1. And now, maybe with more of a chip on their shoulder, the Colonels are working the ball forward off this new kickoff. AC Kess finds a ball to the middle. DeRoxley misses the ball high, and Kenobi is going to receive it off the wall to begin a dribble towards the Colonel's net. But now he responds, DeRoxley, with a nice clear. And Sush has a couple things to say in the chat. But DeRoxley's now following again. AC Kess had a shot on goal there. Kennesaw letting time tick a little bit. Only a minute to play. Kenobi finds almost a nice musty off the ceiling, but the ball's through. TNT, can he get there? A goal for AC Kess, and the lead is now only 3. Center's got to play quick here, but they do have that momentum now. And maybe this is time for Kennesaw to reel it back in. Play 60 seconds of sharp, professional Rocket League to stop Center from extending this match. And Kronovi's up early, trying to make a decisive move. And TNT knocks it down in front of the Colonel's goal. And Dylan now trying to cap off a 3-man effort at a goal, but it is no use. Colonel's communicating here, trying to make it an honest match. And the ball's forward again. AC Cats could have a redirect in. Oh, a beautiful shot, missing just to the right, off the post. A wonderful setup from Sush as well, but almost is not going to cut it in these last 30 seconds. Center College almost able to turn the tide of the game, but KSU responds to that counterattack, the goal of their own. It's now 6-2 as we head into the final 25 seconds, and it's all but over for the Colonels today as they're facing the professionals at KSU. And at the end of the day, you have to be happy with the Colonels' willingness to take on these professionals and someone by the likes of Kronovi with as much poise and effort as they did. You know, things got sloppy, but Center was willing to capitalize and hold their own, especially in Game 2. And I think we saw a great day from them today, even if they aren't able to come out with a win. It was an honest showing against the best of the best. And they might be looking for a buzzer beater here to close it out, but they can't quite find the net. KSU is going to play with them just a little, knocking it up. Just some fair play from both teams today. Oh, and TNT might find the net here. Oh, a nice save from Sush. Ball is still floating all around. This has been going for a while. Nice save from AC Kess. Dylan trying to work it down again. Oh, a good clear from AC Kess. That might be the end of it. No, it's still going. You can never lose if you don't let the ball hit the ground. Oh, almost a goal from Sush. Oh, and the ball hits the ground. Maybe the longest 3-0 of pure game time KSU has had this season, but a great game from Center College against the famed Kronovi and the rest of the KSU crew. We will see you next week. I'm ready. All right, so I'm here with Grant Sush Walker, sophomore star of Center College Rocket League. And Sush, we saw a really interesting and hard-fought game from you all today against the likes of competition you haven't really seen before. Kronovi, we can talk about him first. One of the stars of Rocket League in general, a storied GOAT of the game. Can you describe what it was like playing against him today?
I mean, coming into the game, we really knew we had no chance in this match because of him. But just playing someone who has like that big of a following and that has had that much impact on the game, it's amazing.
Were you all happy or surprised with how you were able to contend with KSU today?
First game we kind of got destroyed, which we were expecting, and then going into the second game, we were still like really happy because it's a fun experience. Didn't really have high hopes, but to compete with them like we did in that second game, that was way better than I was expecting.
Yeah. Is there any takeaways from today that you're looking to apply in the game next week?
We can compete with anyone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good to hear. All right. After a valiant 3-0 battle with Kennesaw State, that was Grant Sush Walker. Thank you all.